Hello my friends, I'm Mitchel and I'm the IRC Tire guy. Today we are continuing the injury updates on the femur. A lot has happened. I'm very excited about the progress that I'm making. We decided to do it in the garage today. Yeah, it might be a little bit echoey, but I figured let's do the PT style stuff in here, show you guys what I'm doing. I'm very excited about the progress I've been making. It's been a long road. We're on to week 3, so we're going to talk about it. Now, first off, one I want to start with is to thank you guys for the donations that you gave to Preston. In last week's episode, we talked about let's, make this into something cool where we can go out and donate some money to the riders that really need it. It's really cool. I saw a lot of people donating right after we put that video out. Very exciting to make a difference like that. It was really cool. It just shows how great you guys are. I want to start by throwing out another GoFundMe. This one is a guy named Cody Mitchel. I just stumbled upon this. He's from Golden, Colorado. He crashed on Memorial Day on his beta, and now he's paralyzed, which seems like a good dude. He's got a GoFundMe account. It's in the description. Head over there, throw $2-3. If everybody that watches this video throws a few dollars at this dude, it could be life-changing for him. I think that would be really cool of everybody. I know as we do these, it's gonna get harder and harder for people to donate, because the people that have donated have already donated, but $2-3 isn't gonna break your bank, and it could really make a difference in someone's life, a fellow rider. This guy seems like a cool dude, and I cannot imagine the struggle that he's going through right now. So go over there, help him out. The GoFundMe we'll pin the first comment with the GoFundMe. Also, it's in the description. If any of you guys have a friend or someone in need, someone that you know that has a GoFundMe that wants some promotion, I'm happy to do it. Please email me. The email's in the description. We can throw all the followers that I have at you, and I hope that it makes a little bit of a difference. Like I said, this industry has been incredible through my own injury, and I just want everyone to feel what I've been feeling, and the motivation that I have. The motocross industry has been a huge part of the motivation for me. The drive that I've had to make the progress that I have been making. It's really cool. And I just want to thank everybody again for the following and for this channel, the ability to continue to do what I love to do, whether I'm injured or not. It's really cool. Now, I got my little notes here to keep up with all the stuff I've got to talk about because there's a lot. Let's talk about the injury. So week 1, as you guys know, I put out the first little update. That was literally, I think 5 days after I did it. I got up off the couch and said, I got to make a YouTube video. I went out, did it, put that video out. One of the big things in that video was I'm not taking opiates. We've made it 3 weeks. I'm well over the pain hump, as I call it. The first week is your pain hump. After you get over that, it's not that bad. A lot of, anything like that, it always creates a reaction from people. Most people, it is what it is. Everybody has opinions on these things. Personally, I have broke many bones. This is, we're into the teens now with broken bones. I have done it with opiates and without opiates. I know what opiates do to me. I don't have a problem with addiction by any means. I could do the whole cycle and get off of it somewhat easy. I can have one drink. I can have one pill. It's not that big of a deal. The addiction side is not the thing that I stay away from. The reason I stay away from opiates, and the reason I kind of figured I'd elaborate a little more on this in this video, is I know what opiates do. They create a sense of not caring. It makes it so you don't care about the pain. The pain is still there, but it makes it so you don't care as much. It also makes you not care about everything else. Kind of just makes it all good. You just sit on the couch and watch TV. I can guarantee if I was on opiates, I wouldn't have put out the last video because I didn't want to get off the couch and put that video out. I had to like force myself to get up and do it. And I got up, I did it, and I was happy that I did. Opiates will give you an out, in my opinion. That's from my personal experience. They make me a lazy person. They make you sit on the couch and just be okay with everything. Another big reason for me is I believe that pain is a good thing in a lot of ways. It creates an awareness of what I need. The first week it's just pain. It was just, rough on the femur and the knee. Everything was kind of sore and it just hurt really bad. But after you get over that hump, you start to feel new pains. And those pains are your body telling you that you need to move, in my opinion. One of the biggest things that happened in the second week was my calf started to get so tight. It was throbbing all the time. It was more annoying, honestly, than the femur. It was just a constant throbbing. And I realized, man, I need to get moving. So I started to get into the range of motion physical therapy in the second week. Basically, 1 week after the injury, we started to do some physical therapy. Now, basically what I did, I would sit on this row machine here and see how far we could bend that knee, get that knee trying to get the heel all the way to the butt. What that was doing was actually stretching my calf, and it started to lengthen that muscle in my calf. Also, obviously the quad starts to shorten. That range of motion in the knee is so key, and that completely solved my calf pain, right? So little pains, whether it's like my IT band or my quad or whatever, you can do certain things within physical therapy to make those pains kind of subside and go away. And again, in my opinion, if you're constantly taking pills, that it makes it harder to do that. Doesn't mean it's impossible. It just makes it harder to do that. So we've made it, we don't need pain pills. I'm not even really taking Tylenol anymore. I'm over the pain completely. It's just sore from all the physical therapy that I'm doing, and soreness is a good thing. I like the soreness. It's like, okay, we're doing it right. We're getting it moving. I feel really good. We've made huge strides. So let's talk a little bit about the certain things that I'm doing and my recovery. Now, in week 2, again, we started that range of motion. That was the first thing we started to do, was just find out how far we could bend that knee, working to try to maximize the movement within my knee. I also got my staples out that week. It's healing up really nice, looks really good. Nice to get the staples out. Those are sore when you bump them on stuff, so nice to get the staples out. From there, we also started taking peptides. Okay, and this is something that I've wanted to do forever. I've heard so many good things about peptides. My buddy Ryan Enriquez from Loveland, Colorado, he owns a company called Source Studio. They're all about the cutting edge technology going into healing. Really cool. He gave me a call, broke down everything that I needed. He also explained where I should get those peptides at GP Sciences in Texas. We sourced these peptides, got me on the Wolverine protocol. I'm very excited to continue taking this stuff. This has been so helpful. So please hit up Source Studios and GP Sciences. Make sure that's a great place to get your peptides from. We're doing the injectable peptides, doing everything I can to heal. Now, I'm also taking a whole bunch of vitamins, your boron and your vitamin D and all the magnesium and all the stuff that you need, extras, all sorts of stuff. I'm also doing bone stimulator. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're here to make it work. We wanna make sure that the second break, because it is a dual break, heals. And basically that's what the doctor broke down for me. He's like, you have a higher likelihood, it's like double the chance of a non-union because it's a double fracture in your femur. So the focus here is to make sure that first I'm keeping the weight off of it. It's okay to put a little bit of weight on it, but we're not completely isolating and putting 100% of weight on my leg. keep the blood flow, keep it moving, and yeah, do everything I can to make sure that that bone heals. So that's my main focus. The PT and the movement, everything that I'm doing, I think helps with blood flow, movement, getting new blood to that break. And I feel really good. I feel like I'm making huge strides. So let's talk a little bit about the PT that I'm doing. First thing I do every single time is I get that range of motion. The second week we started doing it, and after a week of every single day making sure I'm getting that range of motion, I am nearly 100%. I haven't quite got my heel to my butt, but I think I'll get it this week. I want to have that full range of motion. The quad is so tight, and that's the biggest thing. It's like you can feel your quad shortening from that lack of movement. So getting that range of motion has been big. That's my first warm-up. I might do a little bit of a row. That kind of gets that leg moving. I'm isolating my right foot, trying to keep all the weight off of the left. I'll then jump over onto the spin bike. I'll do 15 to 30 minutes on the spin bike, just getting that blood flowing, you know, finding that maybe zone 2 area with my heart rate. And again, getting your blood pumping is a good thing for healing bone. It's also just good for your mind, good for everything. Getting those muscles firing. Again, I'm not putting a lot of weight. I'm kind of more doing it all with my right foot, but the movement, range of motion, as well as just getting that heart rate up seems to help. And yeah, gets me moving. From there, we're completely warmed up. We start with the PT side of things, getting the muscles firing. The muscles firing in the quad has been the craziest thing for this last week. I've been working really heavy on getting all of my muscles firing. Atrophy is insane. The pain that you have to go through to get your leg to lift is pretty gnarly. It feels like you just did as many push-ups as you possibly can and you're on the last one and you can't push yourself up. That feeling, it's like that times a little bit plus some sharp pain. So that feeling is intense. It's something that you know, I don't like it, but when you finally get that muscle firing, it's very addicting. I'm dealing with a lot of soreness, obviously, because those muscles are firing up. But again, I like the soreness in a way. Once again, all of this stuff is kind of a hurts so good situation. It hurts, but it feels good in a way. It feels like you're itching something that just can't be itched. And I enjoy it a lot. I do a lot of leg lifts, a lot of just muscle isolation stuff, different angles, trying to get my hamstring, my quad, everything to fire in different ways. I do a lot of this stuff and it is very physical and hard, but I like it. And I feel like I'm making huge strides. I did get on the Stark and putted around the neighborhood a little bit. I couldn't wait much longer to get on the bike, and I was very happy to putt around. It was a little bit scary. I didn't want to dab to the left, but luckily I got all those fundamentals dialed in, so I don't put my feet down very much, and we're pretty dialed in on the bike. It was nice to ride around a little bit and just get a little bit of, even if it's just slow putting around, it was nice to do. I feel like I'm making huge strides. I'm very thankful for where I'm at and how I'm feeling. I really appreciate everyone's support. I don't want to go into a whole thing here, but this whole experience of a broken femur and the outpouring of support and just, you know, the experience within my own personal life, it's something I think I needed. And I don't feel like it's been a bad thing. I mean, obviously it's hard, it's tough to break your femur, but I'm in a position that I'm so lucky to be in. And I'm thankful for it. And I'm thankful for everyone that watches the videos and enjoys the stuff that I'm doing. I really appreciate the support. I can't express enough how eye-opening this whole experience has been. And I just want to say thank you guys again. I'm coming along. We're moving. I'm feeling good. We're lifting those legs. We're feeling strong. And I'm working hard every single day. We're on to week 3. I'm gonna do a whole bunch more stuff. We're adding in more physical stuff. We've been working out a lot. We're gonna come out of this fit, strong, ready to get back on the bike. we're gonna make sure that we get these bones healed up right and move forward and get back out there teaching, doing clinics, and enjoying life. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Make sure you're following along with the new 2-stroke, 4-stroke electric series. Episode 2 comes out next week. And until next time, keep shredding.